First, we want to thank Ms. Palmer for allowing us to do this for the students to have a voice. My name is Greg Anderson. A lot of the staff here know me from some of the work I've done with the school. I'm the president of an organization called Raise Them Up, and our mission is simple. It's just to uplift and elevate people, communities, and organizations. And that's what we're here to do today. So what we did is developed a workshop called Through Your Eyes, as you see on the flyer. And the purpose of it is to allow the students to have a voice about their opinion in the classroom. So as a businessman, I have to listen to my customers about how they feel about programs I run in different schools, about my speeches. I have to listen. And if I don't, I won't have any business. So on the flip side, when you think about the academic setting, it's very few times where the teachers and faculty have to actually listen to how the students feel about the experience. So today is not an attack. I'm not here because Ms. Palmer felt like the teachers were not teaching or you guys are doing a bad job. We are here for development and improvement. And everybody needs improvement in several different areas, including myself.
I'm one of the speakers with Raise Them Up, his organization, Articulate Impact Speakers Bureau. And a lot of my work is in the community building and working with high schools. And I'm also an apprentice for the Future Project. That's a national program where we partner with schools right now. We're in 13 schools in DPS. And we're changing school cultures and climates and more of that. But I would like to first have the students introduce themselves.
My name is Rayshawn. I'm 16.
My name is Prentel Hauser and I'm 15.
My name is Georgina and I'm 18. I am a second mom basically. I take care of my siblings when I get home because my mom goes to work and she doesn't get home till like 10 or 11. So I'm basically taking care of them during the day. I don't really have as much free time, but when I do, I try to get my work done because I'm doing a class at home. And here, I do my work, but then there's times when I get stressed and I have to stop because then I'll be overwhelmed and I'll break down. So, but like I keep my pace, but my pace isn't the same as everybody else's. Like all the students aren't the same. Students have different strategies to get their work done. But, well, sitting around isn't one of them.
I like to get up and move sometimes, but we can't really move nowhere. We can't like walk to the bathroom. The only time you can walk is when it's during break. And then like if we do get up to go to the bathroom, we gotta be escorted. And that meant, cause I've been locked up for a while. And it makes me feel like I'm locked up again because I'm being escorted to a bathroom and I'm gonna be 17 years old, so I don't need nobody to walk into the bathroom like I'm a little 10-year-old. Like that annoys me itself. Then like certain teachers, the headphones and stuff, that's what helps me work.
A teacher sees a student not like doing their work, a teacher will like put them down instead of encouraging them. Like when I say put them down, like they're saying, oh, you're gonna, you'll be broke, you won't have a job or this and that, and you're not gonna get anywhere. But then, like, instead of saying that, they should encourage, like, bring them up. Like, you can do better. I know you're better than this. Like do your work, and you'll have a bright future. You'll be the person that you want to be. Instead of saying, oh, you're gonna be out on the streets. You're not gonna have a home, or you're not gonna have a good job. You're gonna be broke and homeless. Basically, is what they're saying.
But the thing about the alternative setting, the at-risk setting, is it can be challenging, especially mixed with home life and mixed with everything else. So how do you keep that thought about, I want to empower, I want to impact in front every day when you have students that sometimes that don't want to be impacted? So the thing about it is this, it's about understanding the journey. That's number one. And number two is how can you get a student to learn that doesn't care about life? So first I have to get you to care about life first before I can ever get you to care about receiving and retaining any instructions in my class.
It's just a blatant disregard for authority. And the way I handle that is exert my authority, whatever that means for that particular moment or situation. So, right, wrong, indifferent, checks and balances, you have authority, and you have folks, we all got to jump through hoops. And at the end of the day, if you can't learn to jump through the hoops in life, you will be hit.
Overall disrespect, but I think that's a generational thing or something, the school thing. And how I handle it is I try to be respectful no matter the circumstances and speak to them in a proper manner.
And sometimes, I go off and think about it later. But
Is it cussing? Is it?
I can't even stand you talking back.
I go about my methods that I know in education. I try to monitor the student in their methods of what they think is successful. Try to figure it out back and forth. If that's not working, involve other staff. When I mean other staff, people know I'm every day walking around here involving everybody in that.
You can't connect, you can't have anything personal. Tell me about just your cat at home,
Right.
Any personal connection, you get a response from them. There are some students you just can't get anything from them. And so all I do is I just stay by them and try to compliment them. I just see them right here, and I'll sit by them for a while. What are you working on? If they're working on nothing, there's nothing on the screen. So, well, we'll just turn it on and make the teacher happy. And I'll just sit down, I'll eat, and then run off the back and talk again. But I still get no feedback, and this drives me crazy. I can't connect. That's what you were talking about.
Some of the things I'm getting ready to go over in this slide is from this book. It's by Doug Lamothe, and it's called Teach Like a Champ 2.0. This is 62 techniques that put students on the path to college. This is a powerful book. It goes over a lot of things, and some things I won't get into because it's outside of the scope of the problems at this school with engaging students. But the thing about it is we buy shoes, we buy all these things to reinvent ourselves for comfortability, but as teachers and educators, we probably haven't upgraded ourselves since we got the degree or since we got the opportunity to teach. So here it is, at some point in time during my programs, I'm giving out instruction. So I'm constantly elevating, reinventing the wheel and the way in which I approach students, because today teachers don't have the luxury of just imparting information. A lot of you know you're a psychiatrist, you a mother, you a father, you different things to all of these students, so you don't have the luxury to just rely on the degree or the techniques you had 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. We have to reinvent the wheel and constantly elevate ourselves. So emotional consistency is what we're talking about. We want to stay consistent in our emotions at all times with the students and not jeopardize or give up our intention of why we're here. When I know that you just so disengaged, you just not gonna get it, I'm not giving up on you, but I need you to exit the classroom because there's too many other students that are at risk here, and I need to get the ones that I have engaged. So I'm not throwing you away, but I just had to rest with the fact that I could not impact everybody, and it still hurts to this day. So I entered the consultant market in what I would call front-facing. Put out these different programs and things like that instead of consulting people that run programs. So the student that was a rapper, he was excellent at graphic design. I said, won't you go to school, get your degree for graphic design. There's less people doing graphic design than there is rapping. And once you do graphic design, you can do that graphic design for people that own rap labels. You will be in the studio and these different type of things. So I connected his dream to education. And at that point, he understood that he would have less competition to enter the market. And a person that actually did that same method is Kanye West. I'm pretty sure you guys know who that is. Some of you are. So those are the type of things that's always connecting the student's dream to education. I never let them get a gap. I never let a student tell me, you know what, I don't have to get education. I always bring it back. Your dreams will only be realized through education. So really just connecting the two at all times.